All right, so not a good game tonight in Vegas. We started off really well, getting the early goal. We had that power play where the first group was out there for the whole 2 minutes. It looked very good. I thought that this was great signs for great things to come, and then it all just stopped. It was a very lackluster game from the team. I think part of it is the lines. They switched up the lines tonight. I think because they felt they had to. I feel like after two losses against the Sharks, the coaching staff kind of goes, okay, well we have to change something, and I don't think the changes worked. The one change that did work was Austin Strand coming into the lineup, Curtis McDermott getting benched. That's something that I think a lot of people saw coming. With Christian Wolanek coming in, he probably goes either to the AHL or is going to be the taxi squad guy, because I like what Austin Strand brings. He's been very solid every time he's gotten a chance to play. I think he was prematurely kind of demoted as they just had higher hopes and expectations for McDermott, but McDermott didn't live up to it, and Austin Strand paid for it, and so he gets a chance tonight. He does okay. On the blue line, Drew Doughty had a really good game. You could tell he was frustrated with the way the team was playing. There was a couple times he just decided to take the puck and try and do what Drew Doughty can do. Unfortunately, none of them really created anything. With the lines also, I think the lines don't work. There was just no cohesion. You know, on the second line, Velarde just looked a little lost out there. I don't think he plays really well with Jeff Carter, and I'm not sure that having Trevor Moore on the line really does much for him. The third line with Kempe, Athanasiou, and Jared Anderson and Dolan, I thought Kempe looked a little lost out there. Jared Anderson Dolan as well didn't really know how to fit into that, and Athanasiou just again kind of he makes there was a moment in the game where he makes a really good play, stealing the puck, totally changing the momentum of what's going on the ice, and then just decides to try and skate through three defensemen and loses it and wastes the opportunity, and that's just kind of what he's been doing all year. And the 1 in 20 times that it works, it's a nice goal, and we say, wow, Anthony, he's really good, his speed brings stuff to the lineup, but it's just way too inconsistent, and I don't think he deserves playing time. I don't think he deserves playing time above certain guys. I thought Austin Wagner, who also brings speed, had a much better game than him. Austin Wagner was out there. He was creating turnovers. He was getting in on forechecks. There was a couple times where he forced the goalie for the Golden Knights or just a defenseman to have to make a scary play because he was getting to the pucks first. Austin Wagner, he gets a lot of hate. He's definitely not a polished player, and if he could round that stuff out a little bit, he'd be even better. But I think that he's really learning how to use his speed in a way that a guy like Athanasiou doesn't. Athanasiou has the speed, but he doesn't have the tools to work with it. And whereas Wagner doesn't have those tools either, he's developing new tools, like being on the forecheck, using his body, being more of a physical player, a pest in some ways. And I just think I would rather have him or Grunstrom getting those third line minutes instead of Athanasiou. Hopefully Athanasiou does get moved. I think that is very possible as the deadline does come up. But other than that, it's just there was nothing to talk about. The game was so lackluster. Even with the lead, we didn't do much at the end of the first period, and then the second period just took all the wind out of our sails. Third period, not any kind of pushback really for us, and it leads to another loss. That's now pretty much going to seal the deal for us in terms of playoff chances, which we weren't really pushing for after the past couple games. So it is what it is, but it's not fun to lose to Vegas. Hopefully they come back, and we'll see what happens when Brendan Lemieux comes and clears his protocols and everything. What does that do to the lineup? like I said, I liked Wagner's game tonight. I would not want to see Wagner um, get benched for Brendan Lemieux. I don't think the team needs toughness in that kind of way. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with him. Christian Land is going to come in. We'll see what happens with him, and we'll see if the team can bounce back, because it's another loss. It's another loss where we don't score goals, and it's another loss where we didn't get a power play goal. Those are very, very bad trends that are starting to form, because they all kind of relate to each other, and they're all the reason why we're losing. But how do you fix it when you're not fixing your power play, you're not fixing the offense, you're not going to be able to fix losing games? And that's what we did tonight. That's what I'm assuming we're going to do the next game against Vegas, but maybe they can do something crazy. Maybe they can pull something out and get their second win against the Knights. It's unfortunate, because I want to hate Golden Knights so bad, and I do hate them, but it's just we don't play well against them. And unlike right now where the Ducks and the Sharks, it's nice that we can beat them. Well, that being said, not really this year for some reason. But with Vegas, they have the sweep against us in the playoffs, and we've never really been able to get anything to kind of get them with. With the Ducks, it's we have more cups. With the Sharks, it's also cups, but we got the reverse sweep. With Vegas, there's nothing, and it's frustrating. It's a frustrating rivalry to keep losing to this team. But anyways, I will see you after the next game. Thank you all for watching, and bye-bye.